Hi guys, welcome to today's session. Thank you so much for yesterday's responses. And our quiz question for yesterday was, in June 2009, the WHO declared which disease has global pandemic, and as majority of you have commented, it is H1N1 swine flu only, and now in 2020 it is COVID-19 the villain. And guys, UPSC has declared prelims date on October 4th. Nearly 4 months to go, so I request you all to adopt a new strategy whichever is convenient to you. Some people started studying for mains. It is good if you are confident that you can crack the prelims. And for those who are planned to skip this year's attempt, it is better for them to start afresh and give attempt this year itself. And even if you are preparing mains these days, my suggestion is to find time for prelims preparation also parallelly. You must strengthen the overlapping topics these days. It is up to you only what should you choose. If you ask 100 people, you can hear 100 opinions. So prepare wisely, don't waste time. That is the basic rule. Now let's start today's session. First question for the day, in the context of Major Port Authorities Bill 2020, who among the following has now been given powers to fix tariff, which will act as a reference tariff for purposes of bidding for PPP projects? Option A, Ministry of Shipping. Option B, State Government. Option C, Tariff Authority for Major Ports TAMP, and option D, Ministry of Commerce and Industries. So the right answer here is Tariff Authority for Major Ports TAMP. It's a very easy one to guess. Guys, this bill will replace Major Port Trust Act 1963. This will empower the major ports to perform with greater efficiency on account of full autonomy in decision making and by modernizing the institutional framework of major ports. And Tariff Authority for Major Ports has now been given powers to fix tariff, and it will act as a reference tariff for purposes of bidding for PPP projects, and PPP operators will be free to fix tariff based on market conditions. And the bill got several other provisions also. It's been passed by Lok Sabha. You may please follow this. It is an expected topic this year. And about major ports, we have discussed in one session about the major ports in India. I'll pin the link of that session in the comment section. You may please go and watch it. And now moving to the second question. With reference to foreigners tribunals, consider the following statement. Statement 1. The district magistrates in all states and union territories is going to set up such tribunals. And statement 2. Only the state administration could move to the tribunal to decide on whether a person staying illegally in India is a foreigner or not. So which of the above statements is correct? Option A 1 only, option B 2 only, option C both 1 and 2, and option D neither 1 nor 2. And the correct answer here is, it is option A 1 only. Foreigners tribunals are quasi-judicial bodies established as per Foreigners Tribunal Order 1964 and Foreigners Act 1946. It is for those who have been left out in the final NRC list or have been marked as D, meaning doubtful, in the NRC list, NRC's National Register of Citizens, and the ones falling under this category have the right to appeal to the Foreigners Tribunal. Under the provisions of Foreigners Act 1946 and Foreigners Tribunal Order 1964, only foreigner tribunals have the right to declare a person as a foreigner. Thus, non-inclusion of a person's name in the NRC does not by itself amount to him or her being declared as a foreigner. This was in news in the backdrop of Assam's final National Register of Citizens last year, and the Ministry of Home Affairs has amended the Foreigners Tribunal's Order 1964 and empowered district magistrates in all states and union territories to set up tribunals to decide whether a person staying illegally in India is a foreigner or not. Earlier, the powers to constitute such tribunals were vested only with the center, and the amendment also empowers individuals to approach the tribunals. Earlier, only the state administration could move the tribunal against a suspect. So that's why the statement 2 is wrong. So that is it. Coming to the last question for the day, in which among the following location a Vulture Restaurant has recently started? Option A, Pong Dam Lake Wildlife Sanctuary. Option B, Periyar Tiger Reserve. Option C, Irivikulam Wildlife Sanctuary. and option D, Tadoba Antari Tiger Reserve. So the correct answer here is option A, Pongdam Lake Wildlife Sanctuary. Guys, as we all know, vulture is a scavenger bird that feeds on dead carcasses, but farmers use a particular drug for cattle, which is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. And what happens is vultures eat such dead cattle which have this particular drug in it, and its kidney get fails due to this drug, and this contributed to the vulture population declaring critically endangered by IUCN. And our today's quiz question is to identify this drug which led to the decline of vulture population. So name the drug in the comment section. And to revive the population, the activists have started vulture restaurants in Africa, India, Pakistan and Nepal. What happens here is farmers sent dead cattle and the staff examines the carcass and left in an open field for vultures. So that is the concept of vulture restaurant. This is an example of in situ conservation, and ex situ conservation example would be to put vultures in a cage and then feed them with carcass. Vulture restaurant is an in situ conservation. There are many vulture restaurants in India, and recently one been established at Pongdam Lake Wildlife Sanctuary in Kangra district of Himachal Pradesh. So that's why it was in the news. That's all for today, guys. We'll meet tomorrow with another set of questions. Do not forget to comment your scores and answer to the quiz question in the comment section. So thank you for watching.